Hey guys, welcome to today's video. So this is, I think, 4 days following the one-time application of Paula's Choice new dual retinoid treatment, which my skin totally freaked out on, which has not freaked out on a product this much since I can't even remember. But that leads me on to today's video, which is the 10 worst products I've ever used. And this one doesn't even get a place in it yet because I've only used it once and my skin freaked out, so I guess I'll try it again in a couple weeks. We'll see. I don't know. We'll see how brave I am. Yeah. Anyway, it sucks when you go through just a terrible reaction. I don't know, when you look at any of those skincare Reddit pages, like there's skincare addicts, skincare addiction, skincare science, blah, 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 blah. I'd say like 90% of the pictures on there are people with breakouts. What am I going to do about it? Like almost every picture, that's what it is now. So anyway, it's kind of more interesting. It was talking about like ingredients and different products, and then it got to like diagnosing and things like that, and I kind of lost interest in most of them. So anyway, so these are the worst products I've used at this point. I've got 10 of them, and the very first one, most of these products I don't own anymore, or I returned, or I dumped. The worst one I used at this point was the Lancome Regenerate Lift Multi-Action Ultra Firming and Dark Spot Correcting Moisturizer SPF 30. I believe on my review, this one got a 1 out of 10, I want to say. I believe the 1 out of 10 was the packaging. That was it. Or maybe the manufacturer, it may have got 2 out of 10. It was terrible. My skin reacted terribly. It took weeks to heal. My skin just broke out in just painful itchiness, scaliness, almost like just so irritating, flaky, almost like bleeding almost. It was just terrible. So, so if you pick that one up, be very careful, or do a patch test. Number 2, I actually still have this because I don't know what the heck to do with it. The Cleanse Skin Wash On Sunscreen. So I have a little UV camera. So I thought, you know what? Interesting. If I can just shower and put sunscreen on in the shower, this could make everyone's life really easy, right? And I think, well, they must know what they're doing. So what do? I wash with this crap on, rinse it off. It's just supposed to be used like a cleanser direction. Wash on, shampoo, face, and body wash. So wash on can be used in the place of your morning body wash and shampoo. And then, so I use it. And then what do? I go test with my UV camera. And what does it show? It shows no coverage or protection at all. And this one is a chemical sunscreen. So if you think about using this, don't waste your time. Don't waste your money. It doesn't work. So there you go. And look at my review on it if you're interested. So, okay, number 3, the Drunk Elephant C Firma Vitamin C Serum, the new version. The old version I didn't love either, but the newest version was so irritating. It had just too many actives in one product with a low pH, and my skin did not appreciate it at all. My skin got red, flaky, itchy, all that good stuff. It was just too many ingredients in a too low of a pH in a formula. I mean, vitamin C or ascorbic acid in of itself can be potentially irritating, but when you combine it with all these other ingredients like they did in this product, it was really irritating. So, so be careful about that one. Next up is the Mad Hippie Cleansing Oil. When you think of a cleansing oil, think of, like a cleansing oil. You put it on dry skin and rinse it off, and it feels nice and clean. You can use a second step cleanser afterwards. This one for Mad Hippie was just, there was no emulsifiers in it, so it's just like slopping on almost like avocado or olive oil onto your face, and then trying to rinse it off. Well, how good is that going to work? It doesn't work very well. You need like a washcloth, and it left a big time residue, and it was just gross, and I'm surprised they're still selling it, to be honest, but some people must have good luck with it, I guess, but it didn't have any like emulsifiers in it, and it was just like slopping oil all over your face and then trying to rinse it off, and it kind of almost left your skin like with a waterproof layer, so the water, when you're trying to rinse it off, it doesn't really rinse off because it kind of just coagulates on top of, that's a good word, coagulate. Kind of gross sounding, kind of just coagulates on top of your skin, and then you're trying to rinse it off, and that is a mistake I will never make. I end up washing that one off with another cleansing oil, so go figure. Yeah. Okay, next up, number 5. It's been a long time since I tried this one, but I'm shocked I did. I don't know what I was thinking, but hang on. Okay. Number 5 is the Neutrogena oil-free salicylic acid pink grapefruit pore cleansing acne face wash. I'm shocked they still use this and sell this one. I don't know how people skin tolerates it. I guess the only redeeming factor of it is that it rinses off and you're not going to spend very much time on your skin. So that one was pretty terrible. I highly do not recommend anybody try it. They still have that pink grapefruit line of stuff, and I don't know, maybe one or two random people in the world it works well for. I don't know, but for me, left my skin feeling very dry and irritated and itchy and squeaky clean almost, like, like stripped feeling. So, okay, next up, number 6 is actually a newer product, and it's the Clinique Take the Day Off Cleansing Mousse. Comes in a purple bottle. This was another cleanser, left my face feeling very squeaky clean, very stripped, very drying, very harsh. It was irritating. My skin hated it. So avoid it. You know what, with Clinique, they have a few products here and there that are decent. Some of their moisturizers are nice, but their cleansers, I've yet to find one that works well. I guess their cleansing balm a lot of people enjoy. I didn't love it because it got in my eyes and made my everything blurry for like a while afterwards, but their liquid face oil cleanser, their cleansers are just way too harsh for me. So, okay, number 7, the Kiehl's Cannabis Sativa Seed Oil Herbal Concentrate. This one was like an irritating recipe for disaster. I think there's peppermint oil in there. Highly fragranced green bottle. And I think CBD and cannabis things and products may help. They're still kind of new ingredient, but this one was so full of irritants and fragrance and essential oils, and the price was so high that it was just very irritating. And peppermint oil in anything is just a bad idea, especially if you use it in your morning routine because it so reacts with the sun. Okay, next up, number 8, the CeraVe 100% mineral sunscreen for face. This was the thickest, whitest, grossest feeling sunscreen I've ever used. It's mineral and it doesn't have any tint to it, and it is thick. And if you're applying, even just to try and apply it lightly, it's thick and white and gross feeling and just slimy, everything pilled over it. I can't believe they're still selling it. And if you look at CeraVe products, I think this one has the worst reviews out of almost anything. I think it has like 2.8 stars out of 5. I could only see maybe using it on your body, but then it's so slimy and greasy and sticky. Yuck. Okay, next up, number 9, the Ordinary Vitamin C Spears 23% and HA Spears 2%. That product was actually one of the first few products I tried from the Ordinary. It felt like scrubbing sand on your face almost. That's what it felt like. It felt like scrubbing like sand on your face. And then after a minute or two, it just started to burn and then tingle and then irritate. And yeah, so I washed it off. I tried it one other time after that. Same deal. For vitamin C, I get using it like in a silicone base like that is great because it makes it more stable and lasts longer. But you know what? If it's unusable, intolerable, and gross, I may be using your evening routine, I guess. But still, that itchiness and things like that, it was just too much. I like my water-based vitamin C serums. That's it. I like them. I like water-based. They might not last as long, but they're great. And if you buy from Vegan Gorgeous, they're always fresh, and you don't feel guilty spending too much on it. And then last but not least, the Cosrx Vitamin E Vitalizing Sunscreen. What were they thinking here? This one smells so strong. This is another one that just irritated my skin, and the scent was so floral and so overwhelming. Their aloe vitamin C, or not their aloe sunscreen has a scent to it. It's not as bad, but the texture and everything else is nice. But this one was just off the charts, overwhelmingly bad. I think I got a migraine from using it actually, and that smell lingered even after washing it off. So that was a no go for me. So it's interesting. A lot of these happen to be cleansers or sunscreens. Yeah, kind of interesting to look at it like that. I think I would say, and then we've got one cleanser sunscreen in there. So I'd say about a third of them are sunscreens, a third of them are cleansers, and then we have a few other vitamin C serum in there, a couple vitamin C serums actually. So kind of interesting. So yeah, so basically we've got a couple vitamin C serums, several sunscreens, and several cleansers, and then a couple other random products thrown in. So kind of interesting. So anyway, I'm curious what the worst things you've ever used are. And maybe you've used them so long we don't remember what they are. And maybe if they're really bad, you'll remember vividly what they were because you remember trying to get your skin to feel better after using it. I mean, that's kind of where I am now after using this one. Hopefully my skin is feeling better tomorrow because, man, it's 3-4 days in now and I'm still like purging and things like that. And it's an awful process. So anyway, I'll try it again at some point, maybe. I don't know. For that price. Yeah. Anyway. And my skin usually doesn't freak out too much. So anyway, okay. Leave a comment. Love hearing from you guys and stay tuned for more tomorrow. Okay. Thanks so much. Bye, guys.